It's me reminding me the Bible teaches us we're many parts, but one body. We're many parts, but one body. When one part suffers, we all suffer. I'm not exaggerating. Father Cause was my econ teacher at Santa Clara University, and he began every single lecture by reminding us of our web of mutuality. That was more Dr. King phrase, but certainly it's a time for many to celebrate and reflect on days like this, Passover, and so I just want to extend that appreciation to those of faith that are also struggling because it is not a time to congregate. It is a time to pray. It's a time to reflect. It's time to practice our faith, but not in these congregate settings where we, at this moment in time, need to continue to practice physical distancing. And I will end, as I always end, by reminding everybody, while the curve is been bending in the state of California, it's also stretching. And at any moment we pull back, you can see that curve go back up, that slope go back up. And I know everybody's tempted with Easter Sunday, the weather's starting to improve. We're already trying to get more messages out there to everybody that's likely to say, well, maybe, honey, this is the weekend we can take a nice stroll and walk in a park or go up on a trailhead. I just want to remind folks, if you do that, you must practice safe physical distancing. If you're on a single trailhead going up and folks are coming down, you can't do that. So please go check out our park's website, see which parks and beaches are open, not just the county level, the city level, but also at the state level. And know that we shut down the parking lots for a reason. There are soft closures in many of these places, but there's also hard closures where you simply cannot go any longer because of our desire to work through this moment and do so in a thoughtful and safe way. And so I just encourage everybody, as you're thinking about your plans this weekend, let's not step back. Let's continue to move forward as we have as a state in ways that should make all of us proud. 40 million strong, meeting this moment, doing more than many thought was possible to bend that curve, keep those ICU numbers down, keep those hospitalization numbers down, and just reflect that the deaths did go up yesterday, but we could continue to bend that statistic by doing more individually as it relates to practicing appropriate physical distancing and appropriate utilization of face coverings if you can't practice that in public. With that, we're happy to take any questions.
All right. The governor reporting the highest death rates so far. 68 passed away over the last 24 hours in California. 442 total dead in the state from the coronavirus. The governor's briefing continues on KNX.
In the past week, according to multiple media reports, could these masks that California plans to acquire be commandeered? Do you have a plan to prevent that? And then my second question is, should your administration's decision to play the role of quote-unquote central procurer here of masks and other PPE be taken as an implicit criticism of the federal government's lack of leadership or coordination on the issue of procuring and distributing supplies?
On that point, quite the contrary. We've been working extraordinarily well and collaboratively with our federal partners, and this is an opportunity for me to thank our federal partners, thank the administration, the task force, FEMA, incredible work of Bob Fenn and entire FEMA team, up the chain of command, the President of the United States himself. We thank them for their collaborative spirit, and we continue to work hand in glove with the administration. So the answer to that question is no, it should not. This is not political. This is not any way, shape, or form usurping or undermining. This is all in the spirit of all of us stepping into this moment and doing what we can. And again, California is just uniquely resourced where we're able to utilize the account at the kind of scale that few other states, few other countries can even resource. And so we're pleased to do that, and it's our responsibility to do more than we even imagined as we move forward in this process. As it relates to the issue of commandeering, issue of that, I'll let Director Giladucci talk more about that, but we've just simply had a really outstanding relationship with FEMA, and we haven't had those issues. That said, we're always cautious about what we're reading and what we're seeing, and the director can make some comments about that.
Thanks, Governor. I guess I would just accentuate the governor's point. This has been an all-hands-on-deck approach, and our partnership with FEMA has been in lockstep right from the beginning. This effort of getting PPE it's a collateral effort, and so we don't think there's going to be any commandeering. This is something that we coordinate every step of the way. FEMA's having flights come in to California airports. We're going to be having flights come into California airports. The FEMA's been great with helping us to negotiate through customs and other kinds of regulatory issues. So the bottom line is it is a one team, one fight effort, and we all are on the same page as we continue to move forward.
And forgive me for reminding yet again, one team, one fight that goes back to January when we engaged the federal government, CDC, ASPR, through HSS, and we began a partnership of sorts, building trust with the federal government on those repatriation flights, 6 of them that came into the state of California. We furthered those relationships of trust through the repatriation of that Grand Princess cruise line into Northern California, into the Bay Area. And so we have been working in that spirit, and we're going to stay in that space as long as we can. Next question.
Jeremy White, Political.
Hi, Governor. Thanks as always. I have a similar question to the prior one. You've spoken a few times, including today, about sort of competition between states. How does a purchase of this size and scale not force other states to compete with California? And do you see a role for California in sort of taking a role as a central procurer or clearinghouse for other states as well?
We continue. Look, the ventilators is a proof point, isn't it, of the collaborative spirit that's alive across this country. I want to thank Washington State and Oregon for their generosity in that space as well. So we're all in this together. Again, if the father cause was right, we're many parts in one body. That extends even beyond the state of California as it relates to the United States itself. And, you know, we want to be there for our fellow governors, and we want to collaborate. I've said this on a number of occasions. We reached out to a number of governors. We're working. The Office of Emergency Service is working. Mark and his team with his counterparts in other states. We have procurement officers in other states working with our procurement teams in the state of California as efforts to start to row in the same direction. It's not perfect. I don't want to be Pollyannish about it and overstate that it's a well-oiled machine of collaboration. But specifically, Jeremy, to your understandable and appropriate question, we are not just looking at supplies in a scarce marketplace where it's a zero-sum game. We are being additive. We're looking with an eye of abundancy in this respect, increasing supply, and how California, in this case, has been a catalyst to increase supply that will not only avail itself to the state of California, but more broadly across this country and potentially in other parts of the globe. And so that's how we perceive our role, more as a catalyst, not try to drive up more competition, but advancing a framework of collaboration.
Thank you. Nursing homes and senior residences in the Bay Area and around the state are experiencing an alarming number of outbreaks and some deaths. Just this morning, staff at a Riverside nursing home walked out to protest safety concerns. Is the state going to form a task force or issue any orders to address these issues similar to what San Bernardino County has done? Are those cases being traced to find the source of the outbreaks, and when will the state release some comprehensive numbers on outbreaks at those facilities?
Well, I've, in the last few days, and press conferences like this, been talking specifically about what's happening in San Bernardino County, Tulare County, San Diego County, not just the Riverside example that you advanced. As you know, we put out guidelines early on in this crisis, and the first guidelines we put out were for senior facilities, assisted living facilities, skilled nursing facilities. I referenced just 3 days ago over 8,832 sites that we're monitoring, and we've sent out teams to help support the efforts on the ground at those sites. Specifically as it relates to San Bernardino County, we are in partnership with CDC. They've actually sent out personnel to help support the efforts there. I made this point 2 days ago The issue of homelessness remains my top concerns in terms of vulnerable populations. Full disclosure, give you a broader sense of our thinking. We're working with our federal partners, USNS Mercy, on how we can utilize that asset differently than we have to date. As you know, New York went through exactly the same process. We are in a different place than New York, so it's allowed us to have a collaborative process to really think about how we can decompress our entire system and how to prioritize that decompression. Full disclosure, one of the areas of discussion, this is not concrete, but is one of the areas of discussion is how we can help support our skilled nursing facilities and their patients at this time, and that goes specifically to your question. So we recognize the imperative, we recognize what's reflected in that data, and those deaths disproportionately are examples of what's happening or not happening in our skilled nursing facilities. And I can assure you, Mark Galley and his team, this is their top priority in this state.